Alrighty, good evening and welcome to the Guy with a Smile. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, wonderful Friday. It is Friday. We're going to be jumping back into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Give me 1 second here. Let me switch the music over. Sorry, I also, with all my lights on at the moment, the way my laptop monitor is, or my streaming system monitor is sitting is, I've got a little bit of a glare on it, so I can't, it's a little difficult to see sometimes. Change it to dark mode, that might help. Because basically it's a very dark screen in a very brightly lit room. Okay, now, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, we had been playing this on controller. So let's get the controller so I know what I'm doing. Okay. That's a little better. So, we found a treasure map, so one of the first things we're going to do is go looking for that treasure. So we're going to see what that's like. The other thing I want to do is I want to do a quick exploration around the area to see if there's any other synchronization points that I can pick up. Then we're probably going to move it on. I don't want to spend too much time here before we actually move the story forward. So yeah, our next quest is to reach the owl thing. So we will be headed towards that. Did we meet new people? Oh yes, King Harold of Norway. To call Harold ambitious is like saying that Norway is a bit rocky. A land where petty kingdoms rise and fall with the tides, Harold has the pedigree and army to back up his aspirations for a unified nation. King Harold, called Fairhair, in his latter years was the son of Halfdan the Black, so named for his own dark head of hair. Clearly this was a family that knew style was an intimate cousin to substance. Oh yes, and then we found that. Drangar is a glorious and honorable warrior, one willing to go to the ends of the earth seeking righteous glory. The term can be literally translated as badass. Based on my research, these were the elite and would have stood by Ragnar no matter the circumstance. Now they are somewhat lost but still crave Valhalla. So basically, they want us to kill them in righteous battle. We have the archer, which we've fought against many times, the militia. The militia fight dirty. They throw mud and dirt to blind opponents and hammer away with makeshift clubs and crude sea axes. They gang up against their strongest opponent first and are perfectly happy to take cheap shots when their enemies are incapacitated. The Woebringer. Elite fighting warriors with large two-handed double-sided axe. They really want to hurt you and take huge deliberate swings. When injured, they furiously switch to bashing with hammers. Okay, now, no, thing is inventory. I believe. Take a look at that. No, oh, I guess I'm not showing my helmet. Okay. Oh, okay. It's at the show or hide your gear. Okay. That's kind of nifty. Now we will go ahead and... armor 20. Increase that. So looks like we'll increase them both, and possibly the shoes. Nope, don't have enough to the shoes too. Okay. That's fun. Now we have a treasure hoard map. Let's read the treasure hoard map. Hunters of Silver Glory, east of Alrekstad, the horde will look upon you from Thorghotten's Rock's Eye. Gauge its gaze and reap this reward. Interesting. Less a map and more a this is what you need to do to find it. Okay, so that seems to be over towards Alrekstad. Okay, we know we got that up there. We need to get this one here. So that's going to be our next one. Like I said, I want to try to get these. Go stick my nose down in here to try to get that revealed on the map. Same with over in here. And up in here. And then, I mean, some of this we'll get when we go up here anyway. Sail over there. Okay. So that is what it is. Well, we're gonna head here first, and then we'll go. Because that's a wealth point. And I'd like to get as much wealth as I can. I'm greedy like that. But I hope everybody's having a good day. We are on our third day of playing Valhalla. We will probably be leaving for England after today's, or in today's that does. Okay, my ship noted anywhere. That's actually a very interesting way of doing that. It's like there's another sheet of paper covering it. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, my ship appears to be down here. Who let that happen? Okay, well, we found... Okay, then, let's just head for it. I traditionally do a lot of running in Assassin's Creed anyway. Yeah, I could really do without the splash of waters on the lens effect. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just... I like the dots when you're, when you just first come up from underwater. That's fine. That's good, but I don't know, when I just barely ran through a stream, I think it's a little excessive. Hell yeah. Oh, hello. Ow. Ow. Stop that. I should be paying a little more attention for stuff like that. I shouldn't be getting, surprised by wolves. What's up there on that ledge? Looks like it's a lookout of some kind, because there's a banner hanging from it. Means there might have been another better way there. I mean, I could be wrong, but I doubt this is how they get there. If there is, in fact, some fort or something up there. Yeah, I definitely would not be carrying the flail like that. That seems like it would destroy your ankles. Just saying. Seems like it would destroy your ankles. The way it's bouncing around down there, loose. Trying to get slow and steady. Fine. Oh, thank you. Better for the camera angle there. I can't even imagine trying to free climb this cliff in real life.
This place is heavily guarded.
So what you're saying is there's going to be people over there that don't like me. That is, in fact, the case.
Hey, catch this! Oh, you bleed!
Yep, people that don't like me.
Go on, let's set a wire trap!
Ow. By the way, throwing your shield's not necessarily the best choice. Just saying. Can I have my arrow back? Thank you. For the record, there's people here that don't like me. Don't know why they don't like me. So there's still somebody here. He's a skull crusher. Ow. Alright, you.
Yeah.
He didn't like me much. And apparently that was the wealth that was up here. He had a carbon ingot. Note to self: scroll crushers hurt. Far away. You're 144 meters down? It is good to know that you can bring up the quest. Okay, there's some more stuff there. To a certain degree, I wish you could rotate this map a little. Wait, do you guys have food? No, no food. Oh, that's a little food. I'll take supplies though. I'm not going to complain about that. Don't think there's anything else in here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Cave doesn't seem to go back any further that way. Okay, this is not the way I want to be going, so...
Go, my eyes.
There's that, so I probably do want to head up there. Those we know about. There's some side quest stuff over there, mysteries that we don't found yet. Hello. I will mark you. Yeah, we're already headed to that, so yeah, we're gonna go up. Since there's a nice little ladder here, we'll use this as our... What's everybody been up to today? Taking it chill.
The guards here are vigilant.
Are they? Well, I guess they technically have been a little diligent. They did spot me and attack me, at least. I will admit I was not expecting the guy to start throwing axes at me. First off, it seems a bit unrealistic he should have had that many axes on him. But, you know, it is what it is. You kind of have to suspend a little bit of disbelief when you're playing games like this because, well, they're a little unrealistic. Let's be fair. It is just absolutely gorgeous up here, though. Oh, hello. Hello, walking leather nodes. You gonna attack me, or are you gonna run away? You're gonna run. Generally speaking, unless I'm specifically looking for the leather, I'm... Ooh, hello. I wanted... Okay, fine, we'll do it that way. Map. We will mark that. Go back to it. Now we're getting this opal. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't... I mean, it's one thing if I'm playing a game and I need food, and you know, I can get that by killing the animals. That's one thing. But you know, and later on in this game, I may need to do that because I know at some point. A lot of people travel that way. At some point I'm going to have a settlement that I'm in charge of. And, well, you know, that may require things like, you know, bringing food and things of that nature. I don't know. I haven't, Okay, now up to the peak. Shame I don't have some flying reindeer. You're not what I'm looking for. Scribbled the worlds from the wandering skull. The old gods are dead, our gods will die too. At the last death song is sung, Ymir's bones still reach to the sky. It's like most Assassin's Creed games, I'm gonna end up with a lot more money than I'll ever use, but... That's not gonna stop me from collecting it all. Put that way, you happy? Man, running through snow like that would be so tiring. But I guess they would be used to it too, so there is that. We're not done yet. There is still more to climb. Hello. But there's loot chests on the way. Why, yes, I will take stuff to improve my gear. Just up, thank you. Stop the side. I will say, I think they need a little more of a dead zone. Between their directions. Because I'm sure what it is I'm getting slightly off of directly up. But it's like it shouldn't be. Done one mystery. I found 1 out of 3 artifacts in the region. Ooh. Be a good Viking and climb down properly. So yeah, it's yeah. So I'm not basically directly on up, it's taking it as a diagonal, and apparently it doesn't really do diagonals, so it's making it a left and right instead of an up and down. Should be a little more forgiving in the it's kind of scary. It really is gorgeous. It's almost. Come on. Just down thing. Now, map. Oh, that's right. It's just a quick press on that to go to the map. A long press takes you to. Okay, that opened up quite a bit. Well. Okay, I want to go back and get that. Got these. Do want to take and sail the boat this way. Down this way just to clear those. At least get the entire coastline mapped properly. Because like sliding on your butt down the snow towards the edge of a cliff. Thank you. Had me worried there for a second. Okay. That's a ravine. Still below me. iron. Just iron, I say. Below me, so either I've got to find a cave. That's below me, so. There it is.
I should not be seen in this area.
I should say that. Oh, ripped a tooth out of his head. That's not nice. Down and below. Just making sure I don't see anything that's obviously gonna, you know, jump out and kill me when I jump down there. Carbon ingot. And some arrows. And some skill points. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, my ship's down here somewhere. Oh, look. There's a little bit of wealth right there. So that's probably not wealth. That's probably just a... Oh, you know what? I can just fast travel to my ship. That's convenient. Attention. Yeah, that's right up there. Let's go get that. We will be setting sail momentarily. Please remain calm. 880 meters, but it's also on the other side of a mountain. Yep, just leather and ore, but like I said, that's... leather and ore is important. That upgrades my gear. So... well, make it seem like it's not important. Okay, now we go get in our boat. Okay. Thought it was, but I want to make sure. Wait. What's on the other side, isn't it? No, we can do that. Kind of overkill, but... Outfits are made of 5 distinctive parts. Equip all the... Here, we're just gonna sail around a bit, because I want to get some stuff on the map. First thing I want to do is go up here. For no particular reason, again, just to get it on the map. We'll be going downriver, around a couple of islands, as we head out to the next quest. And toward what I suspect is the main actual game. Okay, that's on the map. Well, a little further. Like I said, get that whole coast on. I mean, we're Vikings, we should have good coastal maps. Be up to the area that we've already got. Not right now. Because I have to acknowledge that I will, quite assuredly, and all that. Mystery there. I mean, we should probably go do a lot of these, but also I am probably going to start doing some of the exploration and subquests and stuff off stream. One, because I've been wanting to play off stream, and two, just because I want to really I want to do all the story stuff on stream, but sometimes you just need to. I mean, I'm an explorer. I enjoy exploring, so... Okay, now... Again... So... In here, and I want to get this, so I'm going to put a marker here to know to turn north at that point. Oh, and I have skill points to spend. I should probably spend those. Just saying. Very interesting skill tree they've set up, I will give it that. So, over here we have headshot, bonus headshot damage. Probably end up taking that. And additional stun damage. Take the headshot damage. Got evasion, increased evasion there. We'll take that. Power 15. On our way to 17. A strange way of doing it. Because you don't really have a listed level in this, you just have a power rating. And power rating is essentially twice your level. I do like the effect on the Odin site. Down the bend here and towards our marker. Oh, look at all my allies. I have such a loyal crew. Good people. Excuse me, there's some wealth right there in the water. That's right, I don't really feel like raiding you guys right now.
There! A military encampment!
Yes, yes. We'll come back. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time doing side quest stuff because I want to keep the story moving. One, so I don't forget it. And two, realistically speaking, the longer we're doing the game, the more likely it is that I don't finish it. I think... on to the left. Move one marker? No. So that point is where we want to turn to the left. Go over in here and get some of this. That. Like I said, when you're in this view, it can sometimes be hard to tell exactly where it really is. Excuse me? Is that a bear? Turn, turn.
Sail down!
I knew I wanted to go in there, but I probably didn't want to go in there quite that much. Map. Okay, now we can clear out the markers. The shipyard. I'm gonna guess there's probably a lot of people there that don't like me. Now, do I want to go down here? Yeah, I should go down here and then get this. Come out this way. And then go up this way. To go over to here to get to our quest location. Do I want to try to get that on the way? I should. Three. Okay. So head to one.
Sail! Catch the wind!
And hopefully, you know, I don't steer us into the shore again. I'll be honest, I'd like a more imposing boat. Not bad. Beautiful Aurora Borealis. But the one thing I would say at this point is I kind of wish... Wrong button. Basically, I kind of wish the camera would go a little further back. But it is what it is.
Drop the sail. Sail out.
For the record, I'm not the one that had told it to stop sails, so... History. Like I said, I just want to get some stuff on exploration done, get some stuff on the map, then I want to move on. Perhaps do another playthrough later where I focus more on...
Save
Yeah.
it for later.
And again, I'm also wondering, you know, how this will be later in the game. Oh, hello. That scared me. Okay. Clear out all those. I'm there, so I pretty much want to go straight up this way. There-ish. And I'll turn and follow the coast. And like I said, I probably should go get that. But we'll head that way and see what that's like.
For those who fight, for those who fall. Warlord weaves his web of fear. Each man gets his fate and share. A blood-red surge, the warrior shield. Ravens scan the battlefield. Ravens scan the battlefield.
Oh, hey, Woodbrush, how you doing? It's going good. Been enjoying this. Going on a bit of a sailing expedition at the moment. Looks like the sun's about to come up. Oh, that was the, okay. I know where that is now. that was closer to the coast than I thought it was. I mean, it's an Assassin's Creed. I haven't technically gotten to the title card, so I haven't really got into the game yet. Well, yeah, but that's, I mean, I think that's going to be true in any of these types of games. Now, the question is, how much of it do you have to do, and how much of it do you do by choice? Because, I mean, hello. Excuse me? And like I said, I'm not saying that it isn't. I haven't got there, so I can't. I mean, I've done a few raids, but they were small, quick things. Okay, now, do want to look up here, and somewhere up here is a vantage point that I need to see about synchronizing. I wanted to assess whether I wanted to do it now or later. But if it's just up on that top of that mountain, I may go ahead and just do it now. Map, please. Thank you. But yeah, that's just right up there. That shouldn't actually be too hard. So we're gonna pull in here and do that.
Set sail.
I will say that getting on and off the boat can be annoying. New territory discovered. By the way, you're way under level for this area. But you have to come here for a quest, so I am going to avoid fighting people as much as I can. I don't think I'll have too much problems with the animals. Although if a wolf shows up, it could be a problem. So we probably should be a little careful. Can't say I'm terribly fond of the flail. Keep it for the time being. I've only done a couple of fights with it. Yes, I'm taking a little more direct route because if I do run into a wolf here, it could be problematic. Most of the other creatures will probably just run away from me, but wolf could attack, and that would be I am under level for the area. I'd rather not encourage that. But given the level range of the area, you're kind of intended to be under level for the area when you come here. Because really the only reason you're coming here at this point is to attend a meeting that you're invited to, so you shouldn't exactly have to sneak in and fight people for that. If we do, I suspect it's going to be scripted that you lose. Where is it? There it is. Thank you. But so far, it's been an enjoyable game. The combat I haven't quite gotten used to. It feels a little different than the last game, even though it's essentially the same controls. Yeah, suggested power 280. There are 2 wealth chests, several mysteries, and 2 artifacts in this region, which I am probably not going to be worrying about. Okay, so that opened up that. We've got another one there that I'll want to get. That's where we're headed. Like I said, I don't want to... Yeah. Okay, clear out. Okay. I'll just fast travel back down to my ship. This looks like a city of some sort, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. There's no city marker. There's a couple mysteries there, but I'm not going to worry about them at the moment. So we'll just head... Oh, actually no. Here though. We'll go here, then we'll sail up to here. And jump back down the boat. I will say the loading is pretty quick, all things considered. I mean, when you consider the fact I am not playing this on an SSD, I'm playing this on a regular hard drive. So...
Let the sail out!
So they've done their loading times pretty good on this. Gameplay is pretty smooth. Like I said, I do have it as a hybrid somewhere between the lowest and the medium graphic settings. But I'm happy with the way it looks. I mean, would I like it to look prettier? Sure, but you know, maybe when I get that Xbox Series X. Or, you know, if I manage to get a graphics card upgrade. But because the graphics card's what's holding me back. The graphics card's 6 years old. So, I mean, it's definitely that's holding me back. See the peak? Oh no, it's right there. Okay, it shouldn't be too, actually.
Green sail!
Yeah, I've thought about looking to see if I can get like a 280 or something, but I just haven't.
Hold on, my floor. What's got into you?
It's got enemy? Is I want to go up to that sink. Oh, I did not want to climb on the... I want to go up there. That's what got enemy. Because it's the fastest way to reveal the map, particularly the overland portions of it. But like I said, I mean, I'm happy with the way this looks. It looks good. And I don't need things to be photorealistic. Heck, a lot of the games I like realistically have stylized graphics. Oh, hello, Fox. Don't worry about me, I'm not gonna bother you. Unless you attack me, in which case, well, I'm probably dead, given the fact that this area is too high for me. Actually, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if the animals level, or if they're just... I would expect I would expect at least the ones that attack too. I have heard that there are legendary animals out there. I somewhat dread finding them. Let's be fair, that was the hardest part about Odyssey, was legendary animals. I mean, some of the fights were difficult, but usually you could outlevel those, but most of those, some of those animals were just... I have a bad feeling about the meeting that I'm supposed to be going to, but yeah, we'll see about that. Excuse me. You know what? Fine. Barican Peak. EDXP. An opal. A loot. Some food. Filled out my rations. A note. Scribbled words from the Wandering Skald. Is Ymir the only of his kind? Were there other great giants before? And if there were, did they give birth to the world like our own? Other realms with other men, other gods? Synchronous. Sync complete. Doesn't appear to be anything down there worth checking out. There doesn't appear to be anybody there. Oops, that could have been bad. Rations are full. Down below. Here's two. This is a question. Doesn't. I can. Silver. They had a lot of food here for a place that doesn't apparently have anybody that is here. I wonder if they don't. I wonder if nobody's here because I'm on a quest to come here. Want me to have to fight anybody? Okay. Well, that opened up some of the map. Got our quest down here. We'll hop back in our boat and go to it. And then we'll see what happens next. Put it in reverse, guys.
Run up the sail!
A lot of Rockies around here. Be careful. Not that I think your ship can sink here, but... I'm assuming the city is where I'm looking for. Yep, does appear to be.
Sail in!
Alright, do you guys have a dock here, or do I just need to run it aground? Looks like I just need to run it aground. A new fast travel point has been added to the world map. Oh, no, there it is. There's the dock.
Have you ever seen so many ships docked at once?
Never, nor has there been a gathering of kings so large as this.
Got a bad feeling about this. Just saying. Find and speak to Sigurd.
Have a look, Sunan.
Looks like he's over in that area. So he's at the bar, basically, is what you're telling me.
verða léttari barns í nótt. Fyrsta barn hennar. Muni eflaust dvelja í en ef kem sem skjótast.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm about to get distracted.
We are strong, Ergi. Yes, strong with stink. Step closer, Sealface, and say that again. I said your stench is strong. That's your...
Oh boy. I think I'm going to be able to do that. No. No such luck. I won't about that that's it right back there. Where there's a will, there's a way. Find the key to unlock the door. Oh, you. Okay, fine. That's what happens when I get ahead of myself. Interesting.
Oh.
No, one at the tree, you silly, silly Viking. Yeah. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, hello. Here's my key. Oh, please. Thank you. Collect the Book of Knowledge. New ability, Mark of Death. To assume that is a ranged ability. Hold right trigger to mark sighted enemies. Release to let fly a deadly fall of arrows. Anything else in here of value? Doesn't look like it. Alrighty then. We have another ability. No, I don't want to steal horses. I am not a horse thief. But I just got a... Might just be that I got into the... Don't want to mess with the warband chief. Thank you.
I said your stench is strong. That's your only strength. Your stench. I will feed your teeth, wrapped in your tongue back out.
Anyway, let me clear some of these markers off that I put on. Oh, derp. Find and speak to Sigurd.
Come
Hi,
on,
guys.
I need a challenger!
Yeah, well, not gonna be me yet. Not one for drinking challenges anyway. Although, realistically, I should be.
You have just won your heart's desire, Eivor. Yet by the look on your face, you have lost your will to live.
Gorm is here with the last of his men. Why does that troll dare show his face?
Leave it for another day. We are here under Harald's truce, and Gorm is too weak to try anything bold.
Here's a seed stain on his father's trousers. I should wipe him from this world.
Not tonight, Eivor. Leave it.
Listen to your brother here. Unless he starts.
Basim, watch over this one and see that he warms himself with drink. I will find my father and escort him to the Longhouse.
As you wish.
Is Hytham well?
He will heal, but never fully recover. It is fortunate that you were able to succeed where he failed.
My resolve was strong.
When you slew Kjotve, did you see a sigil on him? Silver, the size of my palm, bearing the symbol of an ash tree?
Take it. Trade it for what you can.
I know where Gorm is camped. If you wish to see him without anyone the wiser, there is a trick I can teach you.
Already looking for another princess? All right, I'll bite. What do I do?
Use your cloak to obscure your face. Blend into the crowd. Divert attention. Hide in plain sight.
Is this how your Brotherhood operates? You sneak around in the daylight, stepping your victims where they stand.
Said like that, you make me blush. We are seekers of justice, shepherds of man's will. We work in the dark to serve the light.
I suppose there's no shame in using deception when honor is at stake. And Gorm is a stain on that honor.
Then let's see what can be done to cleanse that stain. Give it a try.
Oh boy.
A few things you should know before you step into his camp. Walking unseen through hostile territory is an exercise in subtlety. A hood makes you forgettable, dismissed at a distance. Remain far from watchful eyes, and you will be invisible to them. Do not draw blade or hammer, for these and other sudden movements can break your disguise.
Yeah, you're gonna give me the key for raising your hood? Because I don't remember.
And in case I wasn't
There it is.
here, you will need to put up your hood for the trick to work.
Yes.
Gorm is there, in the camp ahead.
Diminishes unwanted attention. Enter Gorm's cabin.
Og hváru allir vinnuhestar. Jarl minn er góð kauping.
What were you thinking? Drinking mead on an empty stomach? You have to eat something before drinking that much. It will reward us. You won't drink a thing in your worthless life. Not even close to fast enough.
I'm supposed to be doing this stealthily. I'm going to try to do it stealthily.
How does that go? Feed before meat. Hey! Elgi scum!
Oh, come on. guess once you blow it, you can't. Because I mean, as soon as I walked into the camp, they were like, "Nope, fine." One less person that saw me. Out the front. Yes, there's not a back door. But had to give it a shot. That's all I had to do.
Evil! You Arca shit! Take up your weapon and follow me beyond these walls. Let Odin's favor land where it may.
You dare not break the king's peace here. So fuck you and your god talk. What say you to that?
You are all subject to King Harald's truce. Break his peace and you will be cast out of Alrikstad.
I will give you no trouble. You were shat into this world without honor, Gorm, and you will leave as a turd dumped into hell's deepest ditch.
Keep crowing, Eivor. You only make yourself an easier target.
The All Thing will have started. I should find Sigurd.
you silly piece of paper. Tattoo design collected. That's what these are for. One of the 2 artifacts in this area. Grom is still Grom. Oh, you know, okay. So, don't tell me I can't climb up that. The Longhouse. Its design looks much similar to the entrance of your family house in Assassin's Creed 2. Well. Cutscene!
Tell me Gorm still lives, Eivor.
It pains me to say. He does.
Thank you. His day will come. Oh, gods. I hate long speeches.
Only when you're not giving them.
Many of you knew my father, Halfdan the Black. A great man who achieved great things.
They buried Halfdan's leg near our temple. The crops have never grown taller.
They buried his arse near ours, and we get nothing but a muddy river.
I dream of something greater. A vast kingdom of warriors in numbers the world has never seen. United under one king, one rule. Too much blood has been spilled fighting one another. Today, we unify. And turn our blades outward to conquer new lands. And who better to lead us to glory than me? I was blooded before the age of 10, and I led the greatest army Norway has ever seen. But they say a wise king seeks honest counsel, so I ask, who among you rejects this new arrangement?
I am not your enemy, King Harald, but I will not be your subject. Tomorrow we sail for greener shores, and so my kingdom is yours.
This saddens me, noble Hjor. And does your wife agree? Is she not tired of limping ever westward?
My husband and I are as one in this, Lord. We do not limp together. We fly.
I'm sad to lose a woman of your spirit, Ljuvina. But I hold no grudge. May the fates grant you good luck.
My king, I offer you my axe and my oath, ironclad.
Gorm Kjotveson, you dare show your face in this hall. Did not King Styrbjörn and his son Sigurd rid our lands of your foulness?
The Raven clan dishonored me, great king. They poisoned my father, Kjotve. They made a mockery of his honorable death.
Background! You lie!
Hold, Eivor. Let it play out.
This is a serious charge, Gorm, and a false one at that. My uncle saw your father die. Eivor Wolf-Kissed, you are Kjotve's slayer. This man has slandered your clan. What shall I do with him?
What shall I do with him? I should say kill him.
You are king of these lands, Harald. The decision must be yours.
A modest and honorable answer. Gorm, I name you Worm and call you exiled. Leave these lands by the next full moon, or I will feed you to the crows myself.
King Harold, may I speak?
The floor is yours, King Styrbjörn.
My people have held our land since the days when Odin himself walked among us. My kingdom is humble, but we have paid for it in blood. Our victory over Kjotve is proof that we will not lay down without a fight. All here have buried friends, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. And I, for one, have had my fill of death. Let those who seek war look beyond our shores. If King Harold brings peace, then I am happy to bend my knee to him.
What? What in hell's name are you doing, father?
Securing a lasting peace, Sigurd. Our days of fighting are finished.
You said nothing of this to me. Not a word. And I will not yield a title that should be mine by right.
Then war will continue. Men will die, villages will burn, you foolish boy. This is our only way towards true peace.
You will die a thrall. You drink-addled cow. Alone and toothless in a bed of straw.
Forgive my son. He is ruled by his emotions.
I take no offense, Styrbjörn Jarl, and I thank you for your fealty. It is natural to fear change, to resist it. But all things change and all things end. The lessons of Ragnarok are clear. We will speak again soon.
That was an ambush, Lord. Did you know of Styrbjörn's plans?
For some days, yes, I did. But it was not at my urging. It was his decision alone. Do you dream of a glorious future, Eivor? A warrior like you would be a boon to my clan.
All I know of fate is that its pattern is unknowable. I do not worry beyond that fact.
I wish I understood you better. For those I do not understand, I do not trust, and I cannot stomach a lack of trust.
You have nothing to fear from me, King Harold. My loyalty lies with my brother Sigurd, and I bear you no ill will.
Then know that if you stay in Norway, both you and your brother must serve under me. Take tomorrow to think on this. But let us leave these matters for another time. Tonight, we will eat and drink like gods and wake in a kingdom made new.
I mean, I like Harold, so my choice would be to stay with him, but at the same time, I am loyal to my brother, and I can't just walk away from that either, so that's a tough one. But I suspect that's why we're going to England.
Harold's colors. He is already marking his territory.
Marking? Gods, he's spraying like a horny pup.
Harold may be young, but he's clever. Do not underestimate him. He came of age very quickly.
Two skill points. So, hour 17, here I come. Oh, and we're back home. Ending blow directly on the back. I will take that. And I will take Stealth Recon, so that enemies are highlighted when crouched and undetected. That opens up a whole new slew of range damage, health. It's very interesting the way they've done this and the way they've mixed things into the the tree of this. This is gonna be... Of course, I do like the fact that you can reset it at any time and change your choices. So I do like that. I will probably increase my attack for a heavy finisher. I'll do that. Oh, no. Sure. Upgrade Raven's boots. And I will upgrade my quiver. Because carrying more arrows is usually a good idea. I'm not gonna upgrade the flail. Because I'm thinking I'm not going to be using that. Let me put that in my... try that in my... Dad's axe in my secondary. Let's try that. Still don't like the way he carries that, but... Okay, what do I have here? Oh, I have... Actually, I should not have that anymore because I gave that to... Never mind. Designed for an arm tattoo that can be applied at your local tattoo artist. Oh, that's right. She wanted me to 3 reindeer antlers. I have not done that. I should do that before I move on. Quests. Find and speak to Sigurd. Oh, didn't meet any new people. Did come across a berserker. Quickly to maintain distance, parry his blows, attack when he pauses from exhaustion. He hurt. Just saying. He hurt. Okay.
You there! What are you doing? If you wish to have words, come closer.
I'm gonna stealth attack him.
Are you one of Harald's men?
I am. The king wishes to make a survey of the land he now rules. Nothing more.
Let me ask, are you one of the conquered? Did Harald take your lands as well?
No. My family has lived under his banner since the days of his father, Halfdan the Black.
Well, welcome to Fornburg, warrior.
Yep, not here to mess with you guys. I should try the dice game. I should... Nah. Where? Find and speak to Sigurd.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
That's kind of what I expected. Assuming the rations are full, yes.
I don't like the way those soldiers watch me.
I find it flattering.
You think one will marry you and carry you off to the capital?
Would he?
He would take his pleasure and move on, you moon-eyed magpie, leaving you with a little soldier to raise by yourself.
Where will we live? The English will fight back! The wars will never end!
Or they will push us into the Christian ways!
Quiet all! Give me a chance to speak. 2 days ago, we rid this land of Kjotve and his dogs. Yet today, we do not celebrate. Today we cower under a cloud of fear. But it need not be like this. We are not the heel-trodden subjects of a boy king. We are the Raven Clan. Our destiny is our own.
Did you know about your father's oath to Harold?
I did not. And for that my anger burns hotter than any man's here. But I will not let that drive me into despair. We cannot stay in Norway. Not under Harald's boot. Not without fueling more war. So we push forward. To newer lands. To England. And there make a new home. A kingdom of our own.
The sons of Ragnar Lothbrok have been in England 8 winters already. Is there any land left for a clan of our size?
More than enough, wife. Of the 4 kingdoms of England, only one is truly pacified.
I have no desire to wear Harald's leash. I like this idea.
A saga for the ages, I agree.
It will take time and resources to build ourselves a new home, but the riches taken from Kjotve's raid would suffice.
No. That belongs to my father, as a fair compensation. In England, we must start anew.
You would start us with nothing? In a land we do not know? Among people who hate us?
Kjotve's riches would go some way to easing our passage, Sigurd. I bested him. It is within my rights to claim his goods.
Our leaving must not be an assault on my father. It is a time of renewal for us.
Yeah, I agree there.
If you object, I understand. Let your father keep Kjotve's riches. England will have riches and cargo enough for us.
Good. I did not want this cloud hanging over us. It is a wise leader who considers the need of others.
To England then, before the day is out. Pack what you need, but no more than that.
And tighten your lips. The last thing we need is the attention of Harald's troops. How much did you hear?
Enough. A new path is revealed and your journey will be challenging.
Will you not join us?
For my mother's sake, I cannot. But our threads will cross again before the final day. Until then, farewell.
Soon we go to England. Speak to Sigurd's at the docks. And do I want to do that, or do I just want to go... Because I have a feeling it's not really there anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and go talk to Sigurd. I'm sure I mean, well, I know in this town I'm probably another tattoo and together and some riches and some other stuff, but end of the day, I'll get by. Oops. By the way, there wasn't a path there. Yeah, I'm sure Harold's troops wouldn't notice any of this gathering.
Eivor, the wind favors us. We should set sail without delay.
You made quick work of packing. Well done.
The dream of new lands is a powerful lure.
As is the promise of glory. But the act of leaving so beloved a home, there's a sadness to it.
Having doubts?
No, not at all. The die is cast.
Then let fate guide our journey. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let us take to the water and leave unbothered while we have the chance.
That chance is past. Look!
Fate flies on swifter wings than we.
King Harald's banner.
Sigurd, what is this assembly? What are you planning?
An exit, father. As graceful as I can. For if I cannot be king in the land of my birth, I will start a new saga. In England.
Nonsense. Your place is here, son, at my side. There will be other victories soon. Other glories.
My choice is made, father. Do not hope otherwise.
It is easy to lose one's way on the road to glory. Do not let false victories blind you to what is true.
You talk of false victories to me, old man? A sad old bear who destroyed his honor with one bent knee. The further I sail from this place, the louder I will sing.
I will be his anger, Lord.
No. You must be his better half. May Agir bless your voyage.
Okay, let us go.
The time for tears is over, you weeping sacks of wool! Put some muscle into those bulls!
Ration your strength, dog. We have an ocean to cross.
All right, you lazy backrout. Sigurd, what's our course?
The sons of Ragnar established permanently in the coast. We set sail for them. Ragi, sing a song to lift our hood.
To rouse the gods! Inspire a mighty fart from Thor to speed us on our way!
An ocean lies
That's
before us,
descriptive.
Eivor, and on its far sides, a new kingdom awaits.
You know England well from your travels.
I spent a season in their kingdom of Mercia, a temperate land.
Don't seem to have
lush
control,
and
so.
wild. By now, the sons of Ragnar will have claimed its heart.
Do we mean to join their army?
They will join ours. In time, all of England will know of Ravenclan and the glory we brought to that fractured land. So to England! Glory and destiny!
To England!
To England! For Valhalla!
There we go. Now we're in the game. That's about, what, 8 hours into the game before we hit that? Now, admittedly, I was not solely following the... You leaving the Animus? Having part of the story outside the Animus now? Okay, well, I am going to need to take a break here, because it's about time for my little dog to get her pills. But we will let this... Oh no, not a hedgehog attack! It depends. Some of the games they've done it well. This one, I don't know yet. We're just getting into it, but I liked the dual story in the originals. In Odyssey, there wasn't really much of it, so it didn't really affect
at the
things.
University of Cambridge, Dr. Sirka told a worried audience that scientists have few answers for them.
Since the mass coronal ejection of 2012, the strength of the Earth's magnetic field has increased by a factor of 50,000. This has resulted in huge disturbances in radio and satellite communications, dangerous bands of radiation around the poles, and as we can all see from our window, an aurora borealis that never burns away. Unfortunately, we are stumped as to why this is happening, and if we cannot find an answer soon, it may change the way we live, the way we communicate, even the way we evolve, forever.
Dr. Sirka went on to say,
Bought you more electrolytes? Oh, new and improved citrus flavor.
Thanks, Sean.
offhand from what I'm seeing here, I'd say this is a bit sudden on the,
How do we fix this? How are you the key to everything?
So yeah, it's I kind of like it. I think, like I said, I think this is seeming a bit sudden. And at the very least, in 1, 2, and 3, you had a good build up of that, and it actually created a good story outside the Animus and a good story inside the Animus. But here, I don't know yet. We'll see. I need to take a quick break and give my little dog her pills. I will be right back. Thank you for coming in, Ip. Interrupt my audio there for a second to do shoutouts for Steve and Ip. Those of you, if you don't follow either of those two, get over there and give them a follow. They're great folks and good friends of the channel. We will be right back and we'll continue. Alrighty, we're back. So, let's take a look and see what we've got here. There we go. So, let's always start with the mailbox. Unknown sender. Gift and a curse. The gift of old blood. The curse of not understanding. We can help. We can help if you help us. What you did is not your fault. You must take responsibility for it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Okay, one last message, after which all communication with us via this account or any other will cease. We have our own ways of talking, methods that cannot be sniffed or traced. The previous team made this mistake. They knew the risks, but they were sloppy. Left traces of their activity on everything, digital fingerprints everywhere. This will not happen with us. Colleagues tell me the initial meeting went well. They are impressed, a little wary of the influence of how your new toy has on you, but they know better than most what it means to live with such a burden. I am curious to know more about this Air of Memories epitaph. It's not a phrase we've heard in all our decades of research. In a few weeks' time, we will contact you once more if you are interested in proceeding. Follow our instructions to the letter. If you are not interested or you break any of our protocols, this will be the last time you hear from us. Take this to heart. The world is sick and getting sicker. The Earth's magnetic field is growing stronger. Satellites are falling from the sky. Earthquakes are getting more frequent. Famines are becoming more and more frequent, and now we have incredible reports of a new and deadly virus sweeping through Asia. You can feel like we're living through a Yeatsian nightmare. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. In many ways we are. But there is hope. There is a cure. Us. The past few months we've come across something that may help us solve our most pressing problems. A very promising message that may help us reverse the dark course we're on. If you want to be part of the solution, join us. If not, we wish you the best of luck. I am ready. Good. From Rami to Layla, disappearing for a while. I don't like the sounds of this, Layla. I don't like where this is leading. Not using phone is not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. No, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so would bury me in questions I cannot answer. Tell father you no longer work for Abstergo. This would break his heart. It's all he ever talks about, how his daughter is on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I'll not be the disappointed. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him, call me. Stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know you're safe. Okay, so she's gone off. Let's see here. They use your traps about England's Bexon. I thought you might want to keep your eyes open for a few things. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones more accurately. They operated in Roman Britain between the years of 100 and 430 BCE. Not clear why they left. Final date corresponds roughly with the Roman exodus from Britain, so I'm imagining their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or a loss of faith, not sure. We do know that there are several hundred years before the Hidden Ones returned to the island. It may be Basim and Hytham are the first in half a century. From our own archives, I believe there are 6 main bureaus operating in the Roman period. These won't be the Saxons' names, so you'll have to read between the lines. Animus and Nollies. Bex noted these about 10. embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Eivor's memories. Approach them with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless, they may induce shock, or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know if any Aisu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they are out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Aisu site? Transformation of the Order of Ancients into the Templars as we know them today. Always been subject to considerable debate among our ranks. Operated under the assumption that the Templars themselves hold some complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. It is commonly understood that the origins of the Knight Templar date back to 1119 CE, and this indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templar agents at least 2 centuries before this date. In one badly damaged document, an assassin contract from Normandy in the middle 11th century, the author makes free use of the term Templar. An early letter, this time from a hidden one in the region of modern-day Dorset, circa 978 CE, makes mention of a Templar spy within the ranks of the Brotherhood. In this, we can safely assume that the Templar Order, as an entity distinct from the Order of Ancients, existed at some point in the mid-10th century. With an aim at expanding our understanding of this dark age, one of our agents recently volunteered to delve into his genetic memories to search for further clues to this age-old mystery. Unfortunately, what he discovered was of use to our purposes. John Hastings began the first of his 7 sessions on October 5th, 2014. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, he followed various matrilineal and patrilineal lines into the past, focusing on the 9th, 10th, and 11th centuries in search of assassins and/or Templars in his bloodline. He found none. Minor interest, however, was the following personage, which noted for the peculiarity of biography. Akira Thorvaldsen, a 9th century Jute who sailed along the modern-day Denmark with a wooden plank bearing a carving of a map that purported to mark the location of Thor's hammer. Ankler made it as far as Stavanger before running afoul of a powerful clan there. Alrekar was defeated in battle and enthralled as a slave. He escaped his captivity some 10 years later and returned to Jutland to marry and settle down. The location of Alrekar's map is unknown, and the existence of Thor's hammer, a precursor relic no doubt, remains unconfirmed. Alrekar's ancestors later sailed to England following the Norman conquest of the island, settling it in what they called Loughborough, modern day. I do not know that. Irony is that the man named Hastings would contain no useful genetic memory data regarding the Norman invasion of England in 1066. Was not lost on our dear subject. Still, he retained his usual chipper wit and asked if he might next relive the genetic memories of his grandfather to, quote, give a Nazi a proper bollocking.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Desmond.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off.
Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again, nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want, or no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. A stagnation sets in, you know? A fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, munching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, and Bex and Lucy, that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can you just turn that off?
Hold on, I'll just set this here.
Do you guys record everything we talk about?
Not everything, but you've been using the Animus so much, I thought this was a good chance to learn some things about prolonged exposure.
So I'm your guinea pig?
No, my guinea pigs are all dead. The Animus was too much for them to handle.
Cute.
Can I ask you about the bleeding effect? Any recent flashes? Any memories resurfacing?
Yeah, the usual things. Ghost images of Altair and Ezio a few times a day. Nothing intrusive, just brief moments. They pass quickly, almost without me noticing. Like a figure in the corner of my eye, or remembering a dream from the night before. I did have one extended hallucination a few days ago. It was Ezio. He was older, around the time he left Cappadocia. He was standing on the deck of a ship, alone. And through him, I could feel an intense regret or guilt. And it felt to me like he'd had a loss of faith in himself, in the creed, like he couldn't keep it up, couldn't stay true to his ideals. And as I watched him, I thought, is this the moment he decided he was done being an assassin? It felt like it. Anyway, most of my visions have been brief, lasting just a few seconds. They're like complete memories of small moments that appear suddenly out of nowhere, fully formed. It's a strange feeling.
Okay, anything else?
I'm starting to see Connor now, too. Though I hear his voice more often than I see him. I'm sure that will change. Oh, yeah, and yesterday, just before bed, I had a memory of being on a beach in the Caribbean with a bunch of sailors. Or maybe they were pirates. I don't know. No idea.
Huh, we'll look into that. And how do you feel in general?
In general? Well, I feel older, for one. Much older. And it's strangely comforting. I'm collecting the memories and skills and thoughts of so many people. I feel like I've lived a few hundred years or more. Is it possible that if I do this for too long, it'll push my own memories aside? That I'll be everyone but myself after a while?
It's possible. That's called identity substitution. It's happened before, but it's rare. And someone with your background shouldn't need to worry.
My background? You mean someone with my genes? My abilities?
You have Isu DNA, and that lets you see things and do things and withstand traumas that other people can't.
And I can suffer in ways that others can't. That's not something to be proud of.
You mean the apple?
Yeah. It has a pull, Bex. It tugs at my brain. It talks to me. Teases me. Drives me mad. And what I did to Lucy. God damn it. Nothing is worth the damage I did. The pain I caused.
I know. But you're special. That's the point.
I'm not special, Bex. I'm lucky. That's all.
I understand.
We're assassins. It's our creed that makes us different, not our genes, not our blood. Anyone can join us.
That's true. But let's leave that aside for a second. What I want to know is, have you ever had any Isu memories resurface?
Isu memories? I don't think so. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like.
I think you'd know if you did. Maybe one day, we might be able to induce something.
Jesus, let's fix the world first, okay? Before we start digging up my ancient ancestors.
Deal.
With my luck, I'll be related to some third-rate Isu like Sisyphus or something.
Way to aim high, buddy.
Hey, you gotta.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total prat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Okay. Okay, I'm not going to read through all these right now. Staff of Eden. Say which of course came up last game. Okay, so Cassandra is the official choice for Odyssey. Nothing in this cure share. What's in the trash? Okay, it will be interesting to see how that all pans out. It is interesting that they are harkening back to the story of Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3. I mean, to the point of actually bringing in story material and audio.
You're a long way from home, Eivor.
Of course not. Biggest thing I hate about these sections is the loss of Odin's sight. Take a look around, let's see what we got around here. Yeah, I mean, in the last game, other than really one, there was an early one, and I think there was one more, and then there was the one where you dove down to get into Atlantis and met.
Would love to play around, but I have bigger things on my mind.
Do you? Do you really? Okay, so she likes playing solitaire. Can't go in that door. That's the satellite getting pulled out of orbit. That would be a problem.
Another satellite. Damn. I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. Probably bought this in a coffee shop somewhere in Concord.
It's a garden now. We have a garden now.
I'd rather walk into town than use this.
And we've come full circle, yes. It does appear to be. Which is fine, I mean, that's what I was intending to do, so. Did you climb? Nope. At least not that high. Sorry, that's not a list. That's not on the allowed places to go. Guess I'm testing my boundaries. So we're facing another catastrophe. she used to work for Abstergo. Which, of course, is the temple. But she probably did not know that aspect of them. Just saying.
Did you get my tea? Some quality stuff here.
Mint tea is not actually tea, Bex. It's an infusion. It's really just dirty, minty water.
I don't care what you call it, Sean. Did you buy any?
Of course I did, love.
Hey, sorry about pulling you out. The generator was sputtering.
That's fine. I needed air.
How is the Animus data stream? Comfortable?
Felt pretty stable after a while.
Good. Just give me a sec and you can jump back in.
Another satellite came down. Did you see?
I did. One of Abstergo's.
That's good.
Well, most of North America just lost its GPS service, so depends what you mean by good, really.
Right. Even when we win, we lose.
Okay, we're all set. Whenever you're ready, you can jump back in.
There was something I wanted to look at before you yanked my camera, thank you.
You mind if I put some music on?
Go for it.
Cool. That's quite nice. Soothing.
So, probably just gonna take me to...
Let's have a look.
Stuff that I've already looked at, yep.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it.
Actually, you went through Atlantis, but...
Sean has been busy.
Value fragments sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. Got lucky this time, so what is it? Cryptic sound file, voice unknown. There's a signal beneath it. The signal was a code, led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior dating back to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD, a few centuries before the earliest known settlements. The big news if we have it right. Questions remain, how did these bones get here, and why?
Hello, Layla.
Sean, what do you make of the grave out there?
Well, it overturns a few hundred years of scholarship about the first Europeans to set foot in North America. Apart from that, it's just a bunch of muddy bones, isn't it?
Can we talk about this thing on my neck for a second?
Ah, the mood stabilizer. Yes.
It's not harmful, is it? I mean, I feel good, but I want to make sure there's no side effects.
There's always
There shouldn't be. It's only blocking outside signals, a passive effect, so the staff doesn't, you know, mess with you.
Sean, what happened last year, I had no control over that. I tried to resist.
I understand. And your old team, maybe they don't. But we've seen that sort of thing before. Still, if you want to work with us and get to the bottom of why the world is about to end for the second time in 8 years, then you wear that thing until we say otherwise. William's orders.
I know. It's not a problem.
It's just a few more weeks, yeah? Just until we figure this out.
You're right. I know you're right.
Feel like I missed something in Odyssey there.
You gonna put this in the fridge, Sean?
Of course. In half a minute.
Remember, tomatoes go on the counter, not the fridge. Please enjoy your stay. Remember, all the garbage must be packed out, and please water the plants once a day. Yeah, I won't remember that. Sean, don't forget to water the plants while I'm under, okay?
I'll add it to the calendar. And tattoo it on my leg.
Sean.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds, fighting over 1 brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am. Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over.
Animus isn't comfortable enough for you? Let's get back in. Challenge completed.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript. If you're looking for something, I can
No,
go and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep, I dream. And in my dreams, I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Well, we found the wolf kissed. Throughout the known world, there exist legendary creatures whose mere mention will strike terror into the hearts of men. Be wary should you find these elusive animals, because they will probably kill you repeatedly. England, 873 CE.
England, our new home.
Not a patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
I'm glad to see any land at all, and will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars, all standing.
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood. May Thor bless you all on your way. We will see you soon.
Sail on.
Yes, I'm ready
Swan
for
Road
whatever these
home.
green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
Sigurd, do the sons of Ragnar know that we're coming?
They do not. for they will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick and a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them, like our sacrifices to Odin, the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off. Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Doug. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. And someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We could storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dad. There will be time enough for raiding, once we have settled. Come to, stop the boats. Pull aboard there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it, somewhere in that camp.
I will go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Release the naval chain. I guess they're not gonna like me here, so... I mean, it's just a theory, but... They put a chain across the river. I'm willing to bet that they are attempting to stop people from... Oh, raspberries. You know, they don't intend to just let me come in and move the chain.
I must be careful now. What do you see?
1, 2, 3, 4. So in there is where I gotta get. One there. Just at power 20. I'm a little underpowered for the area, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, wrong button. That's why it's not working. Okay, so the guy on the roof is gonna have to go. Probably somebody inside. so shouldn't be too much of a problem. He's the one with the wealth.
This chain is huge, and poorly anchored it appears. I might be able to shoot it.
Titanium. No. Ammo is full. Oh, fine. I want to read the letter. There, river chain. Several times we found that these naval chains will hold against the most durable Danish longships as long as the mechanism remains intact. Several more blockades will be constructed in the coming month. These are installed on all the rivers leading inland. This is our best defense against any forthcoming incursion. It is imperative that these blockades be maintained and kept operational at all times. Any failure of function is to be reported immediately. Down there upstairs. Luckily it doesn't yell out while I'm doing that.
Path is clear.
Chain is away! Hey boys, back to the boat! We should be close. Surprises. Fine work.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
I already
Not
took whatever
today,
treasure they had.
We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise.
Just saying.
Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd, to get something on the spit.
If Halfdan, Ubba, and Ivar Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, then all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy, and the ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, and
he is happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Ready to be... We will rebuild their empire, brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, dog. The ruins are not a warning. They are a testament. Look there, just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find.
No. Let us get a closer look.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as a guard. But if they are foes, then we fight them all together.
The Ragnarsons.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways?
You there! Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, Hagen. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckerout, and draw your weapon.
Oh! Let's finish them!
Kill these evil bastards!
You have what you wished for, Dag.
You had a chance to turn away. Oh, shit.
Okay, where? Oh, they're there. Oh wait, no, that's...
Let's be going now. Die now. Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I'll check the longhouse.
Tell you what I'll be doing is I will be putting my axe back in my main hand. Just I don't like it. It's still a solid weapon. First things first.
These folks know nothing of tending to their weapons. Careless fools.
Yeah, they had money though.
Thought I would find at least one of those fools squirreled away somewhere.
Yeah, expecting.
Nothing to see here. All good.
What do you see?
Guessing this is where we're gonna make our settlement. Okay, not seeing anything else. Barracks. Don't need to collect raspberries. Might be hiding in the remains of the longhouse.
Foul food for foul fighters.
Yeah, well.
Eivor, look at this.
A nice trap. Might be something inside. I'll have a look.
There's something inside.
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd! Dag! In here! Those men had prisoners.
Okay.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again. Somewhere.
What are you thinking?
That we could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven Clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
And now we have a new home.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
And that is probably where we're going to call it tonight. Finish this cutscene and save, but where did we get the horses? Because we didn't bring any with us. I'm just saying, there's no way on 3 longboats full of people that we brought horses. I'm actually rather happy that I managed to lower the chains with only killing the 2 people, not being spotted.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen.
Well, to be fair, it was pre-built mostly.
Now
We
come.
just had to patch it up.
Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
And where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. The poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master
we knew
this
that was
land
coming.
merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
No, actually, I won't.
Good work, my dear.
Like I said, I'm calling it a night here.
Short notes, mostly. Scraps of plans, old letters.
To travel overseas
a
to
few
different
runestone
countries,
messages.
use the atlas.
It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
So, yeah, we will be calling it here. We will continue this probably tomorrow. I may play, as I said, I may play some during the day. If I do, I won't focus. I won't do story quests. I'll just focus on finding stashes, maybe doing some raids to gather materials. Excuse me. But right now, let us find somebody to raid. Who is online tonight? Let us see, let us see. Who is online doing what? You know what? Since she is still online, we're going to take it over to ESP for him, who is playing some Among Us. Let's go over there and say hi to her. Hope she is having a good day. Hope you've all had fun. We will see you next time on The Guy with a Smile. Again, we will be continuing this tomorrow, provided I get my word count up. Keep your eye to Twitter. But I'm actually in a good place, so I think we'll manage it. Take care. Stay positive and keep smiling, and we will see you tomorrow on The Guy with a Smile.
Okay. So Espa was at upper edge.
Okay. I just came out from